John Prine has been known as a shrewd reporter of the human condition for almost 30 years. His straightforward, romantic, and often humorous songs tell the stories of men and women getting by, getting lost, getting together, and falling apart. Tonight, in addition to his classics, we'll hear songs from his new album, In Spite of Ourselves, songs written by some of his favorite writers and performed as duets with some of his favorite female singers. We're fortunate to have one of those talented ladies, DeMent, joining John on stage tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Prine.
She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke. Yeah, she gave me a peck on the back of the neck. These are the words she spoke. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I sat there at the table and acted real naive, for I knew that copper slave had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the barroom and she did the hoochie coo. Yeah, she sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. Blow up the TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of pizza, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry and about to leave that place. Oh, and just as I was leaving, well, she looked me in the face. I said, you must know the answer. She said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living our way. Here is the reason why. We blew up a TV, threw away our paper, went to the country, built us a home. We had a lot of children, we fed them on peaches. They all found Jesus on their own, everyone else. Thank you. Well, thanks a whole lot. We're really happy to be here. This is my guitar player, Jason Wilbur, and Dave Jakes on bass. We're going to sing some old songs and some of the new ones off a new record tonight. This is a song I wrote, quite a while ago. I don't know what I was thinking of when I wrote this. I think I was trying to write something so sad it was pretty, you know. wanted to have a baby in 1951. The father was a stranger, and a stranger was the son. Call that child James Lewis. Call these rooms a home. Changing all them diapers, polish all that chrome. Come on, baby, spend the night with me. All around the schoolyard, playing all the games, running, laughing, back and forth, the kid with two first names. A stranger in the closet, like the diary. The past is running faster, a singing harmony. Come on, baby, spend the night with me. God bless this kitchen, said the knick-knack chef. Well, dinner's almost ready. Go and wash yourself. Jimmy's growing up now, and Wanda's growing old. The days are growing shorter, the nights are long and cold. Come on, baby, spend the night with me. Sneaking in the closet and through the diary. Now don't you know, all he saw was all there was to see. The whole town saw Jimmy on the 6 o'clock news. His brains were on the sidewalk and blood was on his shoes. Come on, baby, spend the night with me. Come on, baby, spend the night with me. Come on, baby, spend the night with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a song, I think I wrote this just after I first started performing in this little club in Chicago. It was called the Fifth Peg. It was the kind of place where they let anybody get up on stage, you know, and sing. So once I was assured of that, I got up, you know. I sang 3 songs for these people, and it wasn't an audition. It was just like you could just get up there and sing. But they offered me a job. I couldn't believe it, you know, and asked them how long you had to sing. So when they told me 60 minutes, I says, well, I went home and wrote
the rest of the songs to fill up the other 60 minutes. And I'd been working there just Thursday nights. I'd worked there, and I was a mailman during the day, and I still didn't feel confident enough to quit the post office, you know. So I was singing here on Thursdays, and I was going down about the fourth or fifth Thursday I worked, and I thought, boy, I bet that same guy is going to be sitting there in the front row. You know, I better have a different song. So I wrote this song on the way down to the club. I wish I could still do that. All the snow has turned to water. Christmas days have come and gone. Broken toys and faded colors are all that's left to linger on. I hate graveyards and old pawn shops, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way they robbed me of my childhood souvenirs. Memories, they can't be bought, they can't be won at carnivals for free. Well, it took me years to get those souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. Broken hearts and dirty windows made life difficult to say. That's why last night and this morning always look the same to me. And I hate reading old love letters, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way they robbed me of my sweetheart's souvenirs. Memories, they can't be bought, they can't be won at carnivals for free. Well, it took me years to get those souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. That's for Steve Goodman. Thank you very much. This song here, I kind of wrote about this, the first girl that ever broke my heart. You know, that'll make a songwriter out of you right away, you know. She gave me my ring back and told me that she thought maybe it needed some work done on it. And I believed her. As the cafe was closing on a warm summer night, and Kathy was cleaning the spoons, the radio played the hit parade, and I hummed along with the tune. She asked me to change the station, said the song just drove her insane. But it weren't just the music playing, it was me she was trying to blame. And the sky is black and still now, up on the hill when the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. Well, I leaned on my left leg in the parking lot dirt, and Kathy was closing the lights. A June bug flew from the warmth that once knew, and I wished for once I weren't right. While we used to laugh together, and we danced to any old song. Well, you know, she still laughs with me, but she waits just a second too long. And the sky is black and still now, up on the hill when the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. I started the engine, I gave it some gas, and Kathy was closing her purse. We hadn't gone far in my beat up old car, and I was prepared for the worst. Will you still see me tomorrow? No, I got too much to do. Well, the question ain't really a question if you know the answer to. And the sky is black and still now, up on the hill when the angels sing. It's funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from from me.
Thank you. Thank you. I wish you love and happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. I wish you don't do like I do and ever fall in love with someone like you. 'Cause if you feel just like I did, you probably walk around the block like a little kid. But kids don't know. They can only guess how hard it is to wish you happiness. I guess the love is like a Christmas card. You decorate a tree, you throw it in the yard. It decays and dies, and the snowmen melt. Well, I once knew love, I knew how love felt. Yeah, I knew love, love knew me. And when I walked, love walked with me. And I got no hate, and I got no pride. Well, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Yeah, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford. You say you drive around the town till you just get bored. And then you change your mind for something else to do. And your heart gets bored with your mind and it changes you. Well, it's a doggone shame, and it's an awful mess. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. Good luck. Thank you. Well, I had this idea for at least about 15 years now. Whenever I could corner some people, like at dinner or at a party, I'd say, hey, I got this great idea. I want to sing a bunch of cheating songs with about 10 different women. And that was kind of their reaction, too, you know. And then somebody changed the subject, so I just kept on, you know, every once in a while I got this idea in my head that
That's what I want to do, you know. Sing all those cheating songs with all those women. So I was telling a buddy of mine, Jim Rooney, about it a couple of years back, and he said, you know, that sounds like a good idea. That's all it takes, you know. Just a little encouragement. And he said, if you want to do it, let me know. I said, I'll be glad to do it with you. So Jim got me to sit down and put a list of the girls I wanted to sing with and a list of the songs I wanted to do. After a while, it seemed like I couldn't do all cheating songs because they'd start Xing each other out, like which was the best cheating song, you know. And I figured, well, you couldn't have a cheating song if people didn't meet in the first place and fall in love. So we put one of those songs in there too. And then we had a song where they break up, you know, because of the cheating, you know. And then we had a song about the whole town gossiping about all four of them messing around, you know. So before we know it, we had a record. And I had a lot of really great ladies come and sing on the record with me. And we got one of them here tonight. This girl's one of my favorite songwriters and favorite singers. And she's going to come out here and represent the duet record In Spite of Ourselves with me tonight. Would you please welcome Iris DeMent.
Get on the old turnpike and I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna leave this town till you decide which one you want the most. Them Opry stars or me. Milwaukee, here I come from Nashville, Tennessee. Milwaukee is where we were before we came here. Working in a brewery, making the finest beer. Came to me on payday night and said, let's go to Tennessee. So we drove down to Nashville to the Grand Ole Opry. Yeah, I'm gonna get on the old turnpike, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna leave this town till you decide which one you want the most. Them Opry stars on me. Milwaukee, here I come from Nashville, Tennessee. Decide which one you want the most, me or Jerry Lee. Milwaukee, here I come from Nashville, Tennessee. Milwaukee, here I come from Nashville, Tennessee.
By a fountain back in Rome, I fell in love with you. In a small cafe in Athens, you said you loved me too.
And it was April in Paris when I first held you close to me.
Rome, Georgia,
Athens, Texas,
and Paris, Tennessee.
No, we're not the jet set. We're the old Chevrolet set. There's no Riviera in Festus, Missouri. And you won't find Onassis in Mullinville, Kansas. No, we're not the jet set. We're the old Chevrolet set. But ain't we got love? No, we're not the jet set. We're the old Chevrolet set. Our steak and martini is draft beer with weenies. Our Bach and Tchaikovsky is haggard and husky. No, we're not the jet set. We're the old Chevrolet set. But ain't we got love? No, we're not the jet set. We're the old Chevrolet set. The Prine and DeMent set. Ain't the flaming Suzette set. Our Bach and Tchaikovsky is haggard and husky. No, we're not the jet set. We're the old Chevrolet set. But ain't we got love?
All right, now we're getting to the hardcore stuff. This is a song unlike I've ever heard in any kind of music. This song, I guess, was back in the 60s, and it's about a couple that kind of fancies this other couple that comes over to their barbecue. And they fancy him so much they want to sing about it. It's called Let's Invite Them Over Again.
I know why you're lonely,
and I know why you're blue,
you're longing to see him,
and you long to see her too.
We're not in love with each other, we're in love with our best friends. So let's invite them over again. We've talked it over and over, and we know it's not right. We should stay away forever, but we're lonesome each night. Yes, we stay away for a while, but we know in the end we'll invite them over again. We've talked it over and over, and we know it's not right. We should stay away forever, but we're lonesome each night. Yes, we stay away for a while, but we know in the end we'll invite them over again. Let's invite them over again.
since most of these songs were hits, they're only about 1 minute and 45 seconds long, you know. So I had to record about 500,000 of them in order to make a record out of it. Your world was so different from mine, don't you see? And we couldn't be close, though we tried. We both reached for heaven, but ours weren't the same. That's what happens when two worlds collide. Your world was made up of things sweet and good.
My world could never fit in. I wished it could.
Two hearts lie in shambles, and oh, how they cry. That's what happens when two worlds collide. Your world was made up of things sweet and good.
My world could never fit in. I wished it could.
Two hearts lie in shambles, and oh, how they cry. That's what happens when two worlds collide. That's what happens when two worlds collide. Thank you. Iris, you sing these songs like you know them, you know? Well, I knew somewhere in the record I was going to have to get around to writing one. So this one here, I actually wrote it for a movie. I was in a movie last year. I guess it's coming out around Christmas. And me and Billy Bob Thornton play brothers in it. And Andy Griffith is our dad. That makes me like Opie's stepbrother. You know? So Billy Bob asked me to write this, or to write a song for the ending of the movie, and I asked him. I said, "You know, I don't understand when you write a song for a movie." I said, "Are you supposed to talk about them or not talk about them?" You know, I said, because sometimes I go to movies and a song comes on, it's like your alarm radio went off in your hotel room, you know. I said, what the heck's that song doing in here? So Billy Bob just said, So I just went and wrote this song here, and kind of based it loosely, real loosely, on a couple of characters in the film. It's called In Spite of Ourselves. She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks that crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. I'm never gonna let her go.
Well, he ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't real sharp, but he gets things
ourselves, we'll end up a-sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. She thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes a ketchup on her scrambled eggs. Swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. She takes a licking and keeps on ticking. I'm never gonna let her go.
Well, he's got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. Payday comes and he's a howling at the moon. But he's my baby, I don't mean maybe. I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up a-sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. Oh, we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. In spite of ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, Iris DeMent.
Boy, I love Iris DeMent, man. I called her up and told her I had this song I wanted her to sing, and I said, Iris, some of the lyrics might be a little questionable, you know. So I sent the tape and the lyrics to her, and I didn't hear back for about a week. Finally, I called her and I said, well, what do you think? You know, I said, when I was writing it, I said, you were the one I had in mind singing the girl part. She said, yeah, you probably couldn't get nobody else.
Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. And the time that he served has shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain and gave him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work when he'd spent his last dime. And Sammy took to stealing. And when it got bad, the empty feeling for a $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains. And eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. Well, he played his last request while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air. But life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but trade his house that he bought on the GI Bill for a flag draped casket on a local hero's hill. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Thank you. Standing by peaceful waters, standing by peaceful waters. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. Many years ago, along the Illinois-Wisconsin border, there was this Indian tribe. They found two babies in the woods, white babies. One of them was named Elizabeth. She was the fairer of the two, while the smaller and more fragile one was named Marie. Having never seen white girls before, and living on the two lakes known as the Twin Lakes,
They named the larger, more beautiful lake, Lake Elizabeth. And thus the smaller lake that was hidden from the highway became known forever as Lake Marie.
We were standing by peaceful waters, standing by peaceful waters. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh.
Many years later, I found myself talking to this girl who was standing there with her back turned to Lake Marie. The wind was blowing, especially through her hair. There was 4 Italian sausages cooking on the outdoor grill. And man, they were sizzling. Many years later, we found ourselves up in Canada, trying to save our marriage and perhaps catch a few fish. Whatever seemed easier. That night, she fell asleep in my arms, humming the tune to Louie Louie. Oh, baby. We gotta go now.
We were standing by peaceful waters, standing by peaceful waters. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. The dogs were barking as the cars were parking. The loan sharks were sharking and the narcs were narking. Practically everyone was there. In the parking lot by the Forest Preserve, the police have found 2 bodies in the woods. Naked bodies. And their faces have been horribly disfigured by some kind of sharp object. Saw it on the news. On the 6 o'clock news, in a black and white video. You know what blood looks like in a black and white video? Shadows. Shadows! That's what it looks like. All the love that we shared between her and me, man, it was slammed. Slammed up against the bank's old Lake Marie. Marie, we were standing by peaceful waters, standing by peaceful waters. Oh, waters. Just standing by peaceful waters. Thank you. Apartment in the city, and me and Loretta like living there. Well, it's been years since the kids have grown a life of their own and left us alone. John and Linda live in Omaha, and Joe is somewhere on the road. And we lost Davy in the Korean War, and I still don't know what for. It don't matter anymore. You know that old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say, hello in there, hello. Me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She sits and stares through the back door screen, and all the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream that we both sing. Someday I'll go and call up Rudy. We work together at the factory. But what could I say if he asked what's new? Nothing, what's with you? Nothing much to do. You know that old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. So if you're out walking down the street sometime and spot some hollow ancient ass, well, please don't just pass them by and stare as if you didn't care. Say hello in there, hello. Thank you very much. It's Jason Wilbur on guitar and harmonica, dobro, Mr. David Jakes on the upright bass and electric bass. Thanks to Iris DeMent. We love you, Iris. And thanks for having us here. We appreciate it. Good night. Thank you very much.